All right, so that takes us to, we don't have any unfinished business, item 8. So that takes us to the request to fly the city for the city to fly the US flag over Main Street, brought forth by Councilor Booton and Mr. Judd. And Councilor Booton, you've sent several emails to City Council over the weekend, and I think again today. Would you like to?
Sure.
Can I bring up something first? My name's Brian Judd.
No, I've asked Councilor Booton to
But this
summarize.
is my request. I put the application in.
Well,
I'm the only person on the application.
Mr. Judd, it's my responsibility to run this meeting, and I've recognized Councilor Booton. I will absolutely give you an opportunity to speak and be heard. But first, I've asked that Councilor Booton introduce the item that he's bringing before council.
Right. So Brian Judd forwarded to me a request to put up the large flag that hung last year. And of course, I like the idea. I did speak with Sam over, that was actually yesterday. And, we talked about it and made it, I think what would be best is to have the 3 days, not just vote on this one, but also to vote on Memorial Day, July 4th and November 11th, to approve Brian Judd's request and then add on going forward those 3 days. That's going to be my motion. I have a more detailed motion, but that is going to be the gist of my motion. And
so the proposal for the body is to fly it for 30 days.
No, right. Well, the proposal to the body is to fly it from May 20.
3, not 30, Mr.
It's the flag would be up for those 3 days. That's
three holidays. Okay.
Wait a minute, just so I'm clear. You're talking.
It's what I sent you in the email.
I know, but I just want to be clear in the discussion. You're talking about raising it and lowering it 3 separate times.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that would be the Memorial Day, July 4th and November 11th. That's what my motion will be. And when we get to the point where we make the motion, I have it written out, which I did send it to City Hall or to City Council, Dave Delcor, and to Brian Judd as well. Other than that, I don't really have anything. I know that from what I've gathered, it looks like council is pretty much on board with it. But if Brian wants to speak to it, I'm not opposed to that, obviously.
Mr. Judd.
My name is Brian Judd. I'm a Barre City resident. I live at 8 North Street, and all due respect, you were not put on this application. I sent a copy of this to everybody here. Steve already knew about it. So, and I want to thank Councilor Stockwell for thanking me, and Councilor Chambell for thanking me for sending it as well. Like I said, I put this application in, and it was for Memorial Day. And if the council had approved it, it's my understanding that we have 30 days a calendar year. And originally, when I had sent this application to the city manager, I wanted to raise the flag for Memorial Day and keep it up through Veterans Day. But I was told that we only had 30 calendar days. So I was going to break that up for Memorial Day. And then if no one else went ahead and put a request in for July 4th and for 9/11, because that's why that flag was bought and created, was to commemorate 9/11 and then Veterans Day. I first went ahead and put an application in this for last 9/11, the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. And at that time, Councilor Booton made a motion and no one seconded it. There are 3 city councilors that are still here. One of the city councilors became the mayor, Mayor Hemrick, and Councilor Ryle is no longer here. She's not dead. She's just not on the city council. No one seconded that.
There were 5 city councilors that were at that,
5 city councilors, there were 6 city councilors, 1 made a motion, 5 of you did not second it.
I was not present that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize. So there was no second. And so no one at that meeting, other than Councilor Booton, wanted that flag to fly. And that's Councilor Chambal went ahead and gave her reasons for that. And then there was something on Facebook by Councilor Wazazak. And on his Facebook page,
I don't see the value in this.
Yeah.
well, the value is to go ahead and go ahead and give insight into the counselors here.
Well, can you speak to the item before the, I mean, we can talk about the history of the council, but.
And I
just
want to
if you
say
can
something,
speak to
if
the
I may,
Memorial
Mr.
Day.
Mayor. Brian, I respect you, and you know that. But
This flag is a sign of freedom.
Unite people.
Okay,
And
this
I
flag is a
understand-
sign of
Let me
freedom.
speak for just a moment,
It would be
Brian.
surprising to a lot of you, but there's actually 1,300 people who voted for President Trump in the November 2020 election.
Brian, may I
And there are
finish?
councilor members here who have
Mayor's
called
out
me
of
an
order.
insurrectionist.
Yeah, this
and a white
this is
supremacist.
out of order.
So, Mr. Mayor, do you think those other 1,300 people are white supremacists and insurrectionists as well? Do you, Counselor Wazazak,
Mr.
think
Judge,
those
I
other
will
1,300
make a
people?
motion to, in honor of the American, in honor of America and our veterans, the city council approves the current flag request and directs the the city's large American flag be displayed on Main Street on the following dates of each year until otherwise directed by the council. The last Monday in May, Memorial Day.
You're not going
July
to jump my,
4th,
you're not going to
Mr.
jump
Judge.
my application.
Mr. Jones.
November 11th.
No, you need to, you
The
need
city-
to vote on my application. I
The
brought an
city manager or
application to the city.
designee shall, please
I
let
brought
me
an
finish.
application to the city. Go ahead and vote on it. Vote it down. This is about freedom and you want to take away.
I am
like
voting,
myself and
we
some
are
of these
motioning
people
to
for
approve
freedom.
the mess.
That's what you want to do. You do not have the right to deny my application to put
We're
up
not
this flag.
denying.
You have a right to deny it if there's a problem with the flag,
Mr. Judge.
how the flag's
Mr. Judge,
attached,
this is really out
the
of order.
owners of the buildings.
Very out
And
of
I
order.
had.
Do we need to
all of
recess?
those. I paid for this flag to have it fixed. I paid for the construction on the buildings and I got the permission of the building owners. And you denied me back on 9/11 of 21 and you denied it the 2 meetings before Veterans Day. And then everybody got upset and came here and showed up. And you guys went ahead and voted unanimously. After you, Mayor, and you, Counselor Wazazak, said you were a definite no on this. And then you went on to call me a white supremacist, an insurrectionist, et cetera, et cetera. So go ahead. Vote. No, they're not writing any wrong here.
I'm
Go ahead and
approving,
vote
I am
on my
approving,
application.
I am approving the application.
Vote on my
sir.
application. Vote on
That is
my
what this motion
application.
is.
My application, not your motion. Vote on my application. That's why I came here tonight. Was I put in an application in the spirit and the right spirit of doing this. I did everything I was supposed to do. Vote on my application. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's why I put that application in.
I move that we vote on Mr. Judd's application, which I believe is only for Memorial Day. Is that correct?
Correct.
We have
So
a
I have that motion.
The motion
I second
started
that.
for the body.
I'll call the question.
And so there's a motion,
didn't-
well, you can't call
Can
the
I call-
question before we have a second. So we have a motion.
Oh,
before-
I was the second of her motion.
Point of order clarification. Counselor Booton began a motion. I would like him
did.
to
Yeah,
finish.
I-
He was
I
not allowed
likewise.
to finish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How can you jump my application with the
Mr. Judd, do
motion?
we need to
Why?
get a police officer here to maintain order?
I don't know. Do you?
It seems that way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my question for you.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm asking,
I'm asked, why am I being ignored? I want my Counselor Stockwell just put in a motion to vote on my application. That's why I'm here. Vote on my application.
It dies because it did not receive a second.
so Mr.
I did
Counselor
second,
Booth.
I did
Oh.
second it. So let's just
Withdraw.
get this one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have a proposal from
Fine, I withdraw it.
Mr. Judd before the council. We have a motion by Counselor
No.
Stockwell. We have a
This is-
second by Counselor Booton to,
Second
So
was
disappointing.
withdrawn, Mayor.
The second
There
move,
was no second.
is that correct?
Let's
Counselor
just,
Booten?
let's just,
Have you
let's just
withdrawn your
move
second?
on. Let's just move on the original
Counselor
request.
Booten, have you withdrawn your second?
Yes.
I withdraw my motion also.
Cowards, cowards.
So.
No, this is
You're
done.
Cowards.
So now, Counselor Booten, do you have a motion?
In honor of our veterans, the city council approves the current flag request and directs that the city's large American flag be displayed on Main Street in the following dates of each year until the otherwise directed by the council. Those dates include last Monday in May, Memorial Day, July 4th, Independence Day, November 11th, Veterans Day. The city manager or designee shall be charged with implementing the directive and will handle the logistics and other related concerns for safety and maintenance of the flag and anchors. The goal is to have the flag flying at least those days. The flag can be put up prior and taken down after based on staffing ability and desire is not more than a week. And for the record, yes, sorry.
Second.
Okay. And
So there's
just
a
for,
motion in the second to.
correct.
the
And
Proposal. Is there any further discussion?
just for clarity, we are approving your request. That's what's in the motion.
Well, just for clarity, his request was not that.
Right, you didn't approve it.
So I think that.
You pulled your
that confuses
second.
the
Motion
matter.
says-
We had a first, you pulled your second, okay?
Hey, Brian, the next motion is going to be me asking the mayor to have you removed.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Go ahead, do it then.
Call the question.
Stop talking, do something.
So there's a request to
Go
call the
ahead.
question. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Guys have it. Let's move on.
What's up, tough guy? Huh? Why you keep staring at me?
And this
Huh?
discussion is
Come on, Brian.
concluded.
Do you have some more names you
Make
want
a
to call
motion
me?
to adjourn for
Huh?
You
You have some more names
recess.
you want to call
We have a
me?
motion before the body to recess.
This is what happens when a
second.
far-right insurrectionist is
Second,
given a
there's
platform.
motion and a second. All
They
those in favor
foment
say aye.
violence,
Aye.
encourage threatening behavior. And this is why Mr. Judd's proposal did not receive a second.